It's the eve of a new season, and at the event to launch the club's new kit and announce new sponsors, Kevin Anderson caught up with football chairman John Bonner for his views on preparations for the big kick-off for a tough-looking league.
Well, John Bonner, I've caught up with you a few days before the start of the new season, and it's the night when you're revealing a new strip and just talking a little bit about the sponsors. So come on, don't be bashful.
Yeah, we're really pleased this year. We've managed to get obviously a new strip for the next 2 seasons. We've got 4 relative new sponsors to the club. We've got DPD Local. We've been able to sell the sleeve for the first time since the league have allowed us to do it. Print Matters are on board. We also have our friend Stagecoach on the back.
Stagecoach, that's the coach company?
Indeed, yep.
Right.
And we have our old friends from a long time ago, which is Town Property on the shorts. We're really pleased to have everybody on board, and their support is really great. We're really grateful for their support.
Smashing. And obviously all of those sponsors are vital to the lifeblood of the club.
Massively. Whether you sponsor a player down to sponsoring the kit, we've got a massive operation here, and we're trying to keep pace with the big boys and the big spenders, and without our sponsors we'd be nowhere.
Right. It's been a challenging summer, I think it would be fair to say, wouldn't it? Tell me about the successes first of all, and the players that you've got in.
We've got some. We haven't got everybody that we wanted, by any shadow of a doubt. The lads that we've got in, everybody's gelling. The morale in the dressing room is fantastic. You've even got to see them just at training, first day at training, and they're all running and the heat. It's just something, and they're all having a laugh and a joke. The guys that are there have slotted in lovely. I think we've got a little way to go with some more, hopefully, in the very near future. But the guys that are in are good.
Results were mixed, obviously, in the friendlies.
Friendlies are there. Friendlies are what they are. Friendlies are friendlies. It's, I forget who said it now, but at the end of the day, it's the fourth that counts. First game of the season, away at Oxford. It's going to be a difficult tie on 3G. We are where we are at the moment. I know we are planning on changes. Jamie and I are in contact daily over targets. But it's going to be a tough season. It's going to be a tough season.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying that the National South is its strongest ever.
Can't disagree with that. Can't disagree. You look at the clubs that are in it. It's going to be. I mean, we've got a lot more travelling to do this year for a start off. It does help that Truro are now ground sharing at Torquay. You know, over the West Country, we've got a lot of mileage, a lot of distance to cover. A lot of big clubs, and also a lot of clubs, now that there's 7 teams in the promotion race, if you like, it makes a big difference, and people are going for it. We'd like to be able to compete on a level playing field, but we'll do what we can.
Understood, yeah. The players that got away, as it were, is this because, well, what?
It's ironic. You read certain things and you hear certain things, and ironically, it's not because of the money. We've come to packages, deals with players, and we're a little bit out on the limb here now. I mean, you look at it, we've got no local derbies anymore. Everybody's sort of gone down, moved away, and we're struggling to attract them down this far. When you think they're going to be coming here for 3 times a week, your training, your matches, various bits and pieces, it's a long old slap for some players. We had some really good players that, if we'd have pulled them off, it would have been a real coup. It's been widely bandied about who they are. I don't want to name names, but there are still irons in the fire, and we're still hopeful of getting some names in.
I mean, you mentioned before I asked the morale in the dressing room and within the squad. It's going to need a fair bit of that, isn't it, in these coming weeks and months, in order for the borough to compete with the bigger spending clubs, the bigger clubs, the clubs with bigger squads. It's going to come down to almost what Ian Simpemba a few weeks ago called the old Langley sports spirit.
I was just going to say that we've had it in the past, and we've done really well. Whether that could be replicated, I'll never know in this day and age. That was something special. I'd like to think that the players that are here are here because they want to play for the club or they want to play for Jamie. We're not going for, if you like, the revolving door syndrome that we've had in previous years, where we've just got someone in, that'll do. Jamie wants the right person to fit the right slot. Square peg, square hole, you know. And there's no point in just bringing someone in that's not going to fit, not just in a position, but in with the squad, if that makes sense. And I'm confident that we'll get it right.
The season starts just on Saturday, so as we're speaking now, that's 4 days away. Will anything have changed?
Hopefully. We're looking at loan players at the moment, some extra loan players to come in just to boost us up, a little bit more experience that they've played at this level. We've done it with young lads, best will in the world. If they're going to get battered every week, they're not going to learn. You want a mix of youth and maturity, and I think the loan market now, they've changed a few rules with the loan market, so it would suit us. Unfortunately, a couple of the guys that were meant to be coming in, their clubs have had injuries, so they've been held back. So we're going to find that everything's going to arrive at the same time. Oh, you can have him now, you can have him now. So we'll have a little bit of a pick and choose. It'll be good.
Well, the young man behind us has got his wheels. Let's hope that the Borough team bus rolls to Oxford City and comes zooming back with 3 points.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks very much, Scott.